Hey guys, welcome back to Generation What? Where we talk about the different generations and how we can all work together better. So today we're going to talk about the difference between boomers and millennials. Why these differences are very crucial in understanding how we can all kind of work together. Boomers' thinking is very linear. Boomers have a step-by-step learning experience, whereas millennials, they take an iPhone, they throw away the instruction manual, and they just figure it out, learn by doing. They are outcome-driven. So millennials will work backwards, take the iPhone, figure it out themselves. Boomers will take out the iPhone, put it down, open up the instruction manual.
Read step 1, do step 1, read step 2, do step 2.
And a lot of boomers can relate to this. You like to follow the instruction manual. As a millennial, I'm used to the fact that my cell phone is always right next to me and it's always on me because we are very reliant and dependent on our cell phones. Whereas boomers, they put their cell phones away in their bags or in their briefcases. And especially at these conferences where I was speaking, I put on the screen something that we needed to text in. And in a crowd full of boomers, that's gonna take a little while because they're gonna first register, do I have to take out my cell phone? And then they're gonna reach back, they're gonna grab their bag, they're gonna open up the 17 zippers on the briefcase, they're gonna pull out their cell phone, and they're gonna say, okay.
What was I supposed to do?
So for me, that was really important to keep in mind. When I'm speaking to boomers, you gotta slow it down a little bit when it comes to the phone situation, because it's not just gonna be right there. Whereas if I'm speaking to millennials, it's like, hey, text this number. Okay, done. And we can do it in 2 seconds. Millennials are always feeling like they are on, and that's because we have our smartphones and we have our emails coming into our smartphones. So if we get an email at 10 p.m. at night, who's to say we're not about to get up and do that work right then and there? Whereas boomers, when they leave the office, they're done. They're not answering work calls, they're not answering work emails. So boomers are a lot about work and life separation. Millennials are about work-life integration. And for a millennial, turning off, shutting down, that's not really something that we're accustomed to. Another big difference between boomers and millennials is that for boomers, progress was always measured in the amount of time spent on something. If a boomer doesn't see you in the office, they assume that you're not working. But for a millennial, we know that if we're not in the office, we can still be working from our computers from home, from a coffee shop, or wherever we choose, because a lot of things are very mobile these days. So boomers, in order to adapt to the new millennials coming into your workplace, this is something that you need to keep in mind. Progress and work completed is not dependent on the time spent in the office. And millennials, you need to keep in mind that this was always the way that boomers have thought. So when you're asking for work from home days, they're assuming, oh, that means you want a day off. As millennials, a lot of us are still new in the workplace, the younger part of the millennial generation. We are craving a mentorship, someone to care about our success and also help us to learn new things in order to succeed. And boomers are looking for the opportunity to pass on their knowledge, pass on their skills, and actually be mentors. Before retiring, they want to leave their legacy, they want to leave their mark and make sure that people coming in are aware of everything that they've learned and are picking up on all of these skills that they've gained over time. So I would encourage all of you to implement some sort of method in your workplace where you have your retiring boomers becoming mentors of your incoming millennial and Gen Z employees. Boomers, when they want to tell someone something, they're going to pick up the phone and they're going to call them. Millennials, not a huge fan of talking on the phone, surprisingly. They would rather hear it in person if you're able to, or if you're not in the same office, you're not in the same place, shoot them a text, shoot them an email. Talking on the phone is really not our forte. So there you have it. There's a couple crucial differences between boomers and millennials, these two generations that are primed to work together in the workplace very well because we are very opposite and we're very good at very different things. If you have any other comments or different things that you can think of that are very different than other generations, please submit them in the comments below. Keep on tuning in and learning more about different generations because you are taking the first step to a more connected world, which is a beautiful thing. So thanks for watching. Generation What? Generation What is out.